All right, Larry and I showed up at the Salt River this morning. It's really early for me. It's 8:32. I didn't even know people were up and about at this hour. But the guys next to us, they've already been out on the river. They're heading home. And the thermometer says it's 96 out. It's over 100 inside the building because of that black roof. And it's been almost a year since Larry and I talked about accessories on our two Villains. So we're going to talk about the updates and maybe a little bit about the past. What do you want to say this morning, Larry? Anything?
Well, it's been an interesting year to say the least. Quite a few changes. I just kind of think I'm running out of stuff.
Yeah, it's about time for Larry to buy a new vehicle because I don't think there's much more he can add to his. Mine, I've only done a few minor changes. Well, I think all of our changes have been in various videos over time, but it's good to have it all in one spot. So let's just get started on mine since I'm sitting here in the shade. So these are OEM tires, but those are Larry's OEM tires. I wore mine out, and since he replaced his right after he bought his Villain, he gave me a hell of a deal on those. I couldn't say no. And I still like the OEMs, but when they wear out, I'll be going to something different. And of course, we've got the mirrors for street legal, both driver and passenger, as well as up there. And the biggie is that MSC fan. I love that thing. And I don't know if you can see the knife up there, but if you ever find yourself upside down and can't get your seatbelt to release, you're going to be happy if you have one of those. The cup holder, because those things, they just don't really fit very well. Fits great with that. Oh, let me pull my cup out so you can see. This thing is adjustable. In the rear, it works okay for this cup, but it's very limited on sizes. Oh, and this is the recent video was replacing the belt, and there's an entire video about that. So I used to haul around a huge strap from my Jeep because I had it, but I finally broke down and I bought this very inexpensive kit. This is a kinetic rope. I've got so many of the soft shackles in here, it's ridiculous, so we are ready if we have an emergency. And this weighs nothing and takes up no space, whereas my Jeep equipment, it took up a lot of space. And I don't know, I'm kind of right now, I bought inexpensive, and I'm kind of focused in going this direction because Larry did tow someone with his rope a while back, and off-road, it's impossible to keep that rope from hitting the dirt or whatever's down there, and the abrasion, of course, is going to wear it. So if you spend $150 for a rope, you got a really nice, durable rope, but it's going to get eaten if you use it. So I don't know, right now I think this might be the way to go. And of course, I bought the flip windshield, the Super ATV. And by the way, everything we're going to talk about, the description for the video has a link to all of these things. So if you see something you're curious about, go check it out.
All right, guys, have a good day.
Hey, thanks. And of course, in the beginning, Larry and I both got the MSC fenders. I really think these make a huge difference in my safety because things don't come flying into the cab. And of course, added the trunk. It's just a DeWalt box. Back here, we did put a light and plate so that we're street legal. Got the turn signals working, got backup lights. And because the Villain comes with a receiver hitch, I took this off the Jeep and put it down here because the Jeep now has a hitch for towing the trailer. And that's just cool, very useful. And we talked in the last video about the different colors on fire extinguishers. You want white because that's automotive. You do not want red. The little quick release here makes it super easy to get to. I did have stuff up here. There was a CB radio. I threw that away. I never use it. The flag got destroyed on something. I don't remember. And then we got these little short lights. I don't know. I may be changing to longer whips here soon. Now, Larry and I didn't put a big dash radio system in. You know, you can drop over $1,000 on a really nice rugged radio with intercom and all the bells and whistles. But we do need communications. So he has a rugged radio version of this GRS radio that I have. I bought the 2-pack, so when people come with us and they don't have a radio, I'll give someone a radio. But everybody talks about how loud it is inside the compartment here with the engine running. How do you make it quiet? I say right here, buy this. Now you can communicate, you can hear your radio when you're trying to talk to people, not engine noise, and it blocks out engine noise in general. It's definitely the way to go. Oh, and up here I have my tablet. It's an Android because I use OnX GPS, and that's a big screen. And I don't know how your eyes are, but mine need bigger is better. And of course, the thing that got all of us excited when we were buying a Villain was that screen. The GPS on there, Larry and I both agree it's pretty useless. A year ago, we were trying to figure ways to make it more useful. We didn't like any of them. Nah. The only thing we use on there anymore is the screen that shows the tilt, you know, off camber, going up or down a hill. So when you hear me talking about it's 31 degrees going down this hill, well, that's how I know. I looked over and saw. Is there anything else I should be talking about? We already had all the lights put on last year thanks to Larry. My headlights, both of them went out, first one then the other, and they were both covered under warranty. I have nothing but good things to say about Segway for the service and the Villain. And one of these days I'm going to do what Larry did and replace that winch that right now is wire with rope. It's definitely safer. All right, we're going to walk around and let Larry tell you all about his machine, and a lot of it is still the same as last year, but he's made a lot of changes.
Yeah, I made a few. Pretty much on the outside, it looks dang near like last year. The big thing to notice difference is I custom made a fold-down windshield. The pop-up windshields are great, except I'm a little bit taller, and you flip that windshield up, it gets directly in my vision. So I opted to do a fold down. The company out there that does it right now said, oh no, we don't do it. They wanted, you know, a bunch of stuff to even try to fabricate one. So I said, heck, I can do it myself.
Yeah, a lot of companies make these for other machines, but not for a Villain.
I have straps to keep it down for while we're riding. This will come all the way up. And it'll flop right up there, and then it straps right back on the top. Acts like a complete full windshield. It's real great on days like today, because now I don't get that intense heat on the inside. Very simple to make. Your only cost, if you have a windshield, your only cost is going to be for the hinges.
And a few bolts.
Maybe a little bit of welting, but that's it.
And of course, he had these wind deflectors last year. The lights are new on the mirror, though.
I don't know if, yeah, you know what, they may well be. I don't remember. I bought the mirrors. I had the lights here. I have the upper light. I just redid the lower light.
And of course, we did a video about him changing from wire to rope.
Step back, I'll show you what it does.
Even in this bright light, those are pretty bright.
Okay.
And he's got yellow down there on the bumper. Or white. He has choices. That's a lot of light. And of course, the tires are still the same 33-inch terabytes that he had last year. Those are holding up really well. The Villain OEM tires, 1,600 miles time for new ones.
I say that's pretty much it on the outside. What I've done since, my eyesight's real bad. I used to have the mirror here with the front and back camera. I had to switch that because it worked great, but the pictures were only like that big. And I need glasses to see up close, being as old as I am. So I opted to go to something a tad bit bigger. And this should have been in an RV, but I wired it up, front and back cameras. So I can switch and I can go complete.
I don't know if we can catch that, but we can try. There, maybe over there.
So you can go from complete this split screen. And it works real nice because I can see going up hills, going down hills. It helps quite a bit. Also, what I did, I do have this set up in here now to where, okay, I put this unit in. It's a Ride 903. It's not the waterproof one. They do make waterproof ones. I didn't realize that till after I bought this.
But they're not the same dimension. They're for motorcycles.
They're different dimensions, but they can still be used. I like this particular size, which is why I ultimately went to that. So that's pretty much there.
Oh, and by the way, don't plug it into the USB in the glove box. It is not a reliable power source.
It worked great for about 4 or 5 months, and then it started to not work real well. So what I did was I hooked up onto another toggle switch that I have down on the bottom here. I hooked it up to a straight power line, and it's worked great again ever since. Now if we go inside a little bit more, you can see I also have an overhead fan setup, just like Ed's. I built it. I had this piece custom made. It's aluminum. I have a fold up on the top and back for a little bit more strength. What I did was I ran it again to straight off the power. I have switches that'll turn them on. I have a rheostat where I can adjust them. So I can run with both of them. The reason I put the switches on is because sometimes I forget to turn the rheostat off. So now I just look up, and if I see a blue light, I know it's on, so I flip it off.
So for those of you that are handy like Larry, build your own, very inexpensive. For those of you who are not like I am, I really like the one I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. MSC gave it to me, and I gotta say, I'm thrilled with that thing.
The MSC unit is a good unit. I liked it. I wanted to try and be, I like to build things myself, so I thought I could do it, and I ended up actually getting it done.
And he even made mine better. As we were installing it, he said it needed some lights up there, so it got some extra lights.
Now, what else we did inside, I don't know if you noticed it or you can see it, that funny looking thing back there is an S&B particle separator. Great unit. I was on the phone with those folks for over a year trying to figure a way out, because they don't actually make one for the Segway, and I showed that I could. And after I talked to one of the engineers, he agreed with me, and it also works. It also, up here, I don't know if you heard that. It is on a rheostat. I can adjust the fan speed. The difference between the ones they make for all the other units and this, they're set up to where it runs off of the engine and it will adjust the speed as you go faster. Mine I have to do manually, which it actually works out okay. It works. I've had a great, good luck with it. So,
if you guys are curious, let us know, and maybe we can talk Larry into talking his way through how he did it on a separate video. And you'll notice his decorative snake that he has behind him. It made it so much prettier when he did that. So now that Larry's out of the car, you can kind of see how he put this cover and hid everything. And he even put this little case back here so he's got more storage. So he hid all that work that he did back there quite a bit. And then he decided he didn't like the stock shifter knob, and he put this on there. I don't know, I'm toying with getting a red one for mine. How about some of the other stuff you got going here?
I know in the first video I had already put the lower doors on. I bought initially the MSC doors, which were great. They worked really well. I just fell in love with the original look. So I finally found them, bought them, and now I got MSC door panels. It's like, okay, what can I do with these? Because I paid for them. Well, in my devious mind, I thought, geez, I'll bet you if I turn them around, I can put them on the inside of the door panels.
Yeah, you can see over on the other side of the car, I think, pretty good. So they definitely reinforce everything and make it a lot stronger.
It reinforces everything. It also allowed me to put those bags on, which gives you knee pads. It gives you a lot of extra storage on the side. These were made for a Polaris.
Who's
And
that
it works.
bag? Oh, go ahead.
They work fine. Don't be afraid to look at another vehicle or something that's made for another vehicle. It's quite possible you can adapt it. A lot of this stuff is.
Who made that? That bag.
I can't remember the name of the company right offhand.
Who's it for? What
It's
machine?
off of Polaris.
No way.
Yes. The S&B filter was initially on a Can-Am.
This is called a mutt vehicle.
Yes, it is. It's a very happy mutt, too.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about here? Because I can't wait to talk about something in the back.
No, go right ahead.
So I still love this thing. I do not carry a spare tire. I have a great patch kit, tire repair kit and stuff. And there's a video about that. And we've talked about this in the past. Look at, you operate it. You know how it works.
Just got to use that manly finger.
How cool is that? So his monster tire just goes right up with no effort at all. If I ever get one of these, I'm going to do what I think Larry's about to do. I would close this whole thing in and just make that whole space my trunk. So that would become a trunk lid.
Actually, my plans are, I've already replaced the skid plate underneath with aluminum, which I guess you saw in one of the other videos. Not kind of inadvertently. I'm going to take the plastic that was used for this skid plate. I'm going to line this and set this up to where it can be completely open. Right now I have this little trailer box in here where I keep tools and a bunch of other stuff in it. And anything larger, I'll throw in the back. I'll throw a cooler back there. I've got chairs back there. I've got tow wrap in there, or strap. So the only thing you have to do with this, you have to take and move your shocks a little bit off center. They put them on straight dead on. You got to move them out a little bit with a bigger tire. With a stock tire, you don't have to do that. It'll fit right up in here.
Oh, and then he's got the whip lights on there right now too. And there, of course, is his rear camera. And remember, there's one up front. I don't know. I think that's about it. Well, so for the jack, I mean, you'll see people with those farm jacks all over Jeeps. Larry tried one, didn't like it. The scissor jack, I think, is a great choice. And that one is for like a small RV trailer bumper pull.
Actually, it'll handle a big RV trailer. What you needed to do is you have to lift up. You can go on a trailing arms, or you can go right up underneath the front control arms with the sheeting on it now. And you need just to get it up and up off the ground, where if you try to jack it up here or off the frame, you've got to literally lift the entire suspension, which is dang near 18 inches. Then the tire will begin to go. So if I do it this way, heck, I'm only got to lift it up that much. Now what I do...
And you do it with a drill.
I just pull out my drill, pop it under, and zip it up and zip it right back down.
Definitely the easy way to go. All right, well, I think that's it for today. It's definitely over 100 degrees, heading for 113. I'm hot. Let's get out of here.
Sounds like a great...
So we couldn't get the Villains down here. That would be illegal, but this is the Salt River. And when we're up at Saguaro Lake, well, Saguaro Lake is that way. We don't normally come down here. But the Salt River flows out of the Saguaro Lake and comes right on down through here. Lots of tubing, river rafting, fishing, all kinds of stuff going on. And there's wild horses, although I don't see a single one this morning. All right, that's it.